miscues in transition. And then, sorry, you told me to touch the mic. I'm so sorry. There you are. And then just like offensive rebounds, I think that they had 5 or 6 or something like that. And, those are easy buckets. And they're a team that like they see the ball go in and, they start raining threes. And all of a sudden, like it's a single digit game. So I think for us, we just tried to clamp down on the defensive end, got out in transition, and then just players making plays.
Candace, it seemed like everything was working for you guys tonight. Did this feel like a statement game for this team?
I mean, I think it's too early in the season for that. I think for us, our main focus is just us and getting better every game. I think we had spurts where we were really, really, really good defensively. And I think that's the side of the ball that can make things easier on the other end.
Candace, you look at the stat sheet and it's 6 assists, 3 assists, 5 assists, 8 assists, 6 assists for your starting 5. Just how dangerous is this team when everyone can share the ball so well?
I think it's dangerous, just in terms of the way that we play and the way that we can play in the half court, but then also in secondary and in transition. So I think it's great. Like we have, people like KP that run and cut and open up and draw and dish. And so I think it's important for us to, continue to share the ball. I mean, 32 assists tonight on 40 field goals. That says a lot about us, in the way that we play.
KP, so much has been made about this matchup from the offseason till now. Obviously, getting the win is good, but having a Hooper's mentality, how good does it feel to get this win in wire-to-wire fashion?
I say this like with all respect, but I think like it's honestly the media tries to make it out to be this like crazy matchup. There's a lot of really good teams in this league. They're a really good team. DC's excellent. So is Connecticut. So I mean, I could go down the line. So I feel like for us, it's not another game, but we approach every game the same way and we play the same way. Like we have people. It doesn't matter who we're playing. We're gonna go out there and compete. It happened to be New York tonight, but like for us, it doesn't change who we are. We're not like doing different things. So I understand like they want to make it something, but we're out there and we're just playing basketball the same way.
Candace, you saw last year from afar just how good this team was from the spacing aspect. Now that you're a part of this group, what makes this team so dangerous when the spacing is as dangerous as it is and the passing is as frustrating?
Well, I think there's an action and then there's just reads. And the core four played together for a long time. So just them being able to read and react and understand what everybody likes to do and wants to do. And so I think I'm learning and to play in this offense with this much space, and I think it's special. I think everybody's added something coming back to their game this year too. So I think that makes it more dangerous, and the ability to pass and make others better. I think that's not talked about enough. I think everybody, especially in the core four, make everybody better. And so it makes it easy offensively when the ball is moving and going from side to side.
Has the transition been easy for you? I mean, it's only 15 games in, but has it been such an easy transition for you to get acclimated?
They've done a good job of just showing me the ropes and making sure that I feel comfortable.
I'd first like to start with an opening comment and give that question right back here.
No, just a real solid 40 minutes for us, I thought. From the jump, we came out locked in, assertive on the defensive end, and like I said, they know what to do on the offensive end, but defensively, I was really happy with our effort and our focus because we had, depending on personnel, we had a couple different kind of schemes going on. So sometimes that can be difficult because they're making decisions, like that. And so it really takes a lot of mental focus, and they had it from the jump ball.
Great win, ladies. How much was this win, well, not necessarily this win, this game, motivation for you guys to carry it over into Saturday's game against the only team that has beaten you this far?
I don't. We're happy we won tonight, but we know we have another big one on Saturday. So They should all go out, have a glass of wine, and then we're gonna get back work tomorrow. That's it. It's the next one up. At the end of the day, yes, we played a great game, but we're in June
Right.
still. So we're not banking too much on this. Definitely feels better than losing, but at the end of the day, we got a lot of basketball left to be played.
We're gonna jump into the Zoom. Both will go ahead, and then we'll go back to Andy, and then, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I think Candace, this is for you. I understand what Kelsey's saying, what you're all saying about, hey, there's a lot of good teams, but as somebody who covers the NBA, you know that there's matchups that everybody looks forward to. Do you guys still kind of get that there are a lot of people were looking forward to this matchup, regardless of if you guys were circling it any bigger, and how important you think that is for the league when people are really looking forward to matchups between teams?
I've had the pleasure to be a part of a really good rivalry in Minnesota and the LA Sparks, and I think just the excitement surrounding that, I think elevated the WNBA. And I think anytime you have a rivalry and people paying attention, I mean, we had Sui and Asia on SportsCenter in the morning, tuning in, and I think anytime you're able to bring attention, I wish this game was nationally televised. I wish that would have happened. I think that would have brought more excitement to it. Everybody was excited and had to tune into Prime, which is great, but I think in general, just being able to really celebrate and lift these matchups, I think that's what will really increase the viewership and the excitement behind the WNBA.
What she's saying is we should have been on every sports bar in America.
I imagine to get the Prime deal, they had to give them certain games. Is probably what I think happened. But Becky,
I hope it's the highest viewership ever, Michael. I said I hope it's Prime's highest viewership ever. We're very happy to be with Prime. Don't get me wrong.
Very happy.
but Coach, you talked about. I know you talked about defense, but to ask you another offensive question, when I look at this team with I think 32 assists and 7 turnovers, I don't know if you can get much better than that. Is that something you just kind of expect now from this group?
I mean, traditionally, this is a group that, takes care of the ball, and we can get ahead of ourselves sometimes because, when you're playing with great passers, a lot of times they see stuff that you might get popped in the head or somebody else might not see it, but when you're playing with great passers, it's really fun to play with great passers. And so for us to get out and move the ball and share the ball, and I think everybody's held, you can ask them, but to the same accountability point of if you're open, shoot it, and if you're not, you move it. And when we shoot open shots, we're going to shoot a good percentage. So that's driving the paint. You have space. It's kick out threes. It's a lot of moving parts, but I think we play a fun style for them and for the fans. And as does New York, really. I mean, that getting up and down, people like to play that way. Shooting a lot of threes. So I think it's just a fun way to play. And when the ball gets popping and everybody is happy with their teammate's success, I think that is contagious.
Anybody have one last one for the players before we let them hit the wine bar?
Oh.
Players going once, twice, 3 times a lady. Ladies, you may go.
Thank you.
You guys held Sabrina in that 3 for 7 points, tonight Delaney to 3. How important was that and the job that Kelsey did really on Sabrina?
Like I said earlier in the year, Plum has been out there for her defense, not just her shooting. So we've been giving her tougher assignments, and a lot of it is just in her DNA to be competitive. She takes a lot of pride in stopping her man. And so she's drawing tougher assignments. Conversely, there's some other matchups that we've liked traditionally in the past. With like Jackie guarding Vandersloot, we liked that when she was in Chicago. So some of it is a little bit of game planning, yes, but also personnel based on how we match up with these superstars.
I think we've got New York waiting outside.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah.